Okay, so now you should have
Hello.
answered those 5 questions for yourself and really start to have actually gathered some intelligence and have some information in front of you that is going to really serve you well as you start to plan out your traffic campaigns. Now, before we actually get into the specific campaigns as you continue on through the game plan module here, I just want to help you start to get your creativity, your mind actually starting to think about how this will all kind of slot together. So let's just continue on here with the second part of planning your traffic system. A bit more of a kind of overview, if you like, but this would really help. And I've got some examples coming up for you to really help get your mind thinking. So just a few questions then that you should have answered by now. As we said, what is your ultimate end goal for the traffic you acquire? What problem does it solve? What do they need to know or believe in order to purchase? What is their biggest pain, and what might prevent them from buying? So before you kind of go on forwards here now, just make sure that you do, when you're actually going through this and implementing, that you do actually answer those questions before you go on. Don't skip anything, don't cut corners, because that's not going to get you the best return when you start actually doing this, okay? So, as we just spoke about as well in the previous sections by now, you want to actually be thinking about things from the back to the front. So, if you know what the end goal is, then it allows us to start thinking about things correctly from the very beginning. It allows us to advertise to our cold market, already knowing who we want and what they need to know before they get into that hot category and they're purchasing whatever it is that we want them and whatever our goal is to purchase at that stage. So, obviously, when you're thinking about these things, there's a few things to actually think about, Do you have multiple tiered products? Do you have a range of products that goes from low priced through to premium priced? Do you have just a multiple product range? Do you just have one product and that's what your whole system is leading towards? Are you an affiliate marketer and you're promoting other people's products? What does that sales funnel look like? What does your sales funnel look like? What does that funnel look like of the affiliate product you're promoting? Really get clear on this. Really understand what it is you're going to be actually selling, because this is where, when we really have a clear grasp on where we're taking people, what actions it is that we want them to take, then it starts to really make things much simpler as we plan out our traffic system. Because, of course, naturally, the campaigns that you're running to your cold market, warm market, hot market, that is very much going to directly relate to what actions it is you want them to take, okay? So I just want to give you a reminder, the types of offers that are suited at each given stage here. So as you've already started to think about where you're leading people, well, now let's start to look at the types of offers that we give at each stage to lead them there. I know we covered this in the earlier introductory sections, but now I really want to make sure you've got a handle on this, because we're actually going to start putting this together. You're actually going to start planning this stuff and doing it, okay? So we spoke about, for the cold markets, for your cold traffic campaigns, you could have offers of lead magnets, blog posts, content videos, case studies, articles, social media posts, podcasts, quizzes and surveys, and there are more. You could run competitions, contests. There are many different things, but you only really, at this stage, when you're doing this for the first time, you only need to choose one thing. Let's keep things simple for now. And again, with the warm market, we said lead magnets, case studies, quizzes, surveys, webinars, product walkthroughs, low price products, free trials, low cost paid trials, and even one of my favorites, free plus shipping offers. And then your hot market, this is where people are already your customers and you're looking at ascending them up to your high level things. Remember, like coaching, consulting, done for you solutions, live events, masterminds. Obviously, this is going to be very much dependent on your type of business, but I want to just give you a few examples. Now, obviously, as you can see, as you go through the game plan module, we're actually specifically got modules and sections on these individual sections and campaigns. So this really is just kind of more of a get your mind thinking overview type module here. So just some examples so you can see how I would begin to formulate this. In that example in the previous section of the module here, I spoke about how an example of my end goal being to sell a $12,000 coaching program. So if that were the case, look, how might I begin to plan out this? Well, I would know that my end goal to my hot market would be to sell that $12,000 coaching program. So now I start to think about, well, what type of offers am I going to use to lead them to that stage? And if I know my hot traffic campaign is to sell that coaching program, then I'm just putting here as an overview, what are the offers that I'm going to be giving at each different campaign here. So I've started with coaching, so I know that that's the end goal to my hot market, but what's going to lead them there? And this is where I then start to think about things backwards, look. So in my warm market, I want people to convert to being a customer. So for me, in this example, look, I'm going to say, well, I'm going to use a free plus shipping offer to convert somebody at that stage. So, but what am I going to do to bring people into my world from the with my cold traffic campaigns? Well, what I've said here is, well, I'm going to use a blog post offer. So I'm going to offer a blog post on a particular topic to my cold traffic market. Then from there, I'm going to actually show people that engage with that content. I'm going to show them my free plus shipping offer. They're now in my warm market. And when people then have purchased that free plus shipping offer and they graduate into becoming my hot market, that's where I can then have campaigns that expose them to my coaching opportunity. Okay? So this is where you can see I'm not plotting out here at this stage. I'm not saying what is the blog post? What is the free plus shipping offer? You know, all I'm doing at this stage is saying, well, what types of offers would I think about using at each stage? And these obviously can be switched around and changed. There are many different offers you can give to your cold market. And we'll get specifically into planning that stuff out as you continue here through this module. I'm just giving you some overview ideas. Well, what if I was an affiliate marketer? Well, obviously, the thing is that just to clarify here, when it comes to being an affiliate marketer, at the point where you've sent somebody to the offer and they've converted into a customer of perhaps a low price product or a $40, $50 product, whatever it may be, you then really can't show hot traffic campaigns to those people because you can't have your retargeting pixels on the thank you pages because you're just driving affiliate traffic. So here in this case, you know, I'm not plotting out a hot traffic campaign because once I've converted that customer is the property of the vendor of the product I'm promoting. So, but I can still do this here because I know that, okay, my warm traffic campaigns are going to be showing that affiliate offer. So what am I going to do? Well, I need cold traffic campaigns to bring in those people. Then I can retarget them with that affiliate offer. So here I've said, well, I'm going to use a blog post on a particular topic to attract cold traffic into my world. Then as they're warming up, I can then expose them to that affiliate offer. Okay. Now, what if my main objective, my ultimate end goal was to sell a live event? Well, what I might do then, working back from there, if I had a live event that I wanted to sell tickets to for $1,000 or $500, let's just say, for example, if that's my end ultimate goal to my hot market, then working back from there, I might say, well, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a quiz. I'm going to offer a quiz to my cold market that's relevant to my live event. Then once people have engaged and taken my quiz, they're now into my warm market. So I might offer them a webinar there. And on that webinar, I might, sell them a product or, sell them a service or even potentially sell them any kind of entry-level kind of product program or mid-price product. And then from there, people that have been on my webinar or even purchased from me in that stage, I could then expose them to my hot traffic campaigns to expose them to my live event ticket offer, okay? Now, what if I had a software or service, okay, a monthly recurring subscription service? Well, here I might say, well, actually, my ultimate end goal is to offer a done-for-you implementation of whatever that service or software was, okay? So now working back from there, I would say, right, well, I'm going to use a blog post to market to my cold audiences and attract people into my world, into my business, and make them aware of me. Then from there, people that have engaged with that blog post, I'm going to show them a new campaign. They're in my warm market. I'm going to offer them a $1 trial to my service or solution, whatever it is. And then from there, once people have taken that trial, I could expose them to my done-for-them implementation program. Okay, so just a few examples, and I've just got one final one here. This could be for any business, really. Let's just say, for example, if you had a physical product store, So let's just say that you've got several physical products. Let's just take, for example, a company I have an interest in. It's in the makeup and beauty market. So one of our premium products is actually a set of makeup brushes, a high-end makeup brush set. So if that were my premium product, then what I might do is I might have a case study with one of our customers who's used our makeup brushes, that's teaching something or sharing their thoughts of using our makeup brushes. From there, people that are engaged with that content in the cold audience campaigns, I would then be able to show those people my warm traffic campaigns, and I might offer them a single makeup brush, or a makeup brush cleaner, or just a low-priced physical product. And then from there, they would be able to be exposed to my premium product offering with my hot traffic campaigns, okay? So that's just to give you plenty of ideas. You can see I keep things very, very simple as possible. The key is to remember this: to think from the end goal and work your way backwards towards the front. Because the reason for that is this will ensure you attract the correct people from the start. Now, all I intended to do with this section of the module was to start getting your mind to think about how I plan this stuff out. If I know the answer to that question, what is the ultimate end goal? What is that ultimate thing that I want to sell to my audience? How do I lead them there? So obviously we've given you an overview and got your mind thinking of the types of offers you'd put in place to lead people there, whatever your situation may be. And over the rest of this module now, we're going to really hone in on, well, how would you plan out that content? How would you plan out that warm traffic offer, to lead people there? How would you plan out what that content would be, that blog post to your cold traffic campaign, that quiz, and all that good stuff? So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let's keep going. Things are about to really get exciting.